Well, hello again. And yes, I just wanted to make this video to at least give the heads up to people who are thinking of ringing to get some help from the Eon Next company, which I've been a customer of for many years. In fact, since they started, because when I first moved into the Midlands area, I was with East Midlands Electricity. It then became Powergen, and then we got Eon, and now we've got Eon Next forced on us, whether we wanted it or not. We weren't asked about that. Our accounts were moved to Eon Next. Now, with the current situation, I thought, well, you know something, I'm going to ask you guys and see, whether you can give any help, because my income certainly doesn't, so it's going to be very, very difficult to cover these high cost bills like many millions of people in the same position. There's a lot of us, and it's not because I'm on benefits or anything like that. Not that I've got anything against people on benefits, because some people can't be anything else but on benefits. But for me, I'm actually working. I've actually survived the loss of a business through COVID, and I've now working for other people. And it's just, it's really, really heart-rending when you see what they're going to do. I know Martin Lewis, who's, bless him, trying to do the best for us. But like he said, they are actually, believe it or not, only apparently taking 1.9% profit as a retailer in this business. It is in fact the producers which are the ones which are taking the money. They're the ones who are not capped. Ofgem doesn't deal with them. It doesn't regulate them, the producers. So they're asking silly money for gas and electricity, and the likes of Eon and what have you have to pay it. And so that is coming back down to us that way. So that was quite an eye-opener to realise that in fact they're only getting 1.9%, but they're making a lot of money all the same. So Eon, you could in fact take it down to perhaps 1%, and that would help us quite a lot, wouldn't it? And I think you could do that, and perhaps you have a few less fat cats in your business as well. So I'm not overly impressed on that personally. What I'm also not impressed on is that your so-called fund line, hardship funding line, telephone line, is showing up as an invalid number. Now, I have actually dialed it 3 times because I thought, wait a minute, this can't be right. But it is showing up as an invalid number. So pretty poor there, Eon. Not a good thing at all to do that to people, particularly right now. So, yes, having got through on the other number, which says, if you want to speak to them about help, for paying bills, etc., and then you just come on and say, well, actually, I wonder if you've tried Turn to Us. Well, those people, it's all very fine, but unless you've actually sunk, they can't help you. So again, it's another thing, well, unless you're on benefits, missus, and you've actually sunk and you're actually in arrears with your bills, we can't help you. We can't find anything that can really help you. In fact, the 2 people that they gave, which were local charities, again, they don't help you unless you have a support worker, social work, all that sort of thing. So that's of absolutely no help to people like myself. Now, what I'm really, really, really peeved about, as many people are that I've spoken to, is that we have tried to find a fixed tariff, another fixed tariff, and in fact, they did have one which was £133 something. But here's the big but: it was only on for 2 minutes. And when they're telling you, well, you could pay just over £100 a month, you're going to take that, aren't you? Which is, of course, putting you onto this standard variable tariff. So another 100, to find 133 something might not sound a lot of difference, but it is when you are on a low income and you're watching every penny, etc. And the fact that we've got everything else to find. It's not just a question of their gas and electricity. We've got to try and keep a car on the road, etc., and all the rest of it, and go to work fed. Because if we don't go to work fed, then obviously we're going to collapse at work or something, or maybe even worse, have an accident on the road. So this is what really they should be thinking about. I do hope the new Prime Minister takes this all into consideration. that, you can't just leave people like this. Now, Martin has said today, well, actually 5 days ago, he was saying that the fixed deal is worth looking at if you could get one which was less than 2.5 times what you're paying now on the price cap that's on now. So, if I did look at that, well, to be quite honest with you, wouldn't be a lot of good, really, because it's £215 a month, and it's just something you just can't do just like that. So I'm going to have to wait like everybody else. But thanks a lot, Eon, for taking that away. The first one, which was quite good. You've done that deliberately. I'm sure you have, because oh no, you can't have something that might help somebody. So I'm not impressed with you on that one. Absolutely wrong. And also, you should have let people know that that was there, and to think about taking it. So, very clever, I'm sure. So then if you don't go for the £215 thing, which is called a V20 or something like that, you're going to go then to £256. I mean, unbelievable. So, and you've not even got a car or anything to show for it. If you went into a garage or something, I'm sure you'd come out with something quite nice for that sort of money a month. But oh well, there we go. Anyway, so have a look at that like I'm going to, but it really is, the capped price is ridiculous really, but all it is, it's taking the standing charge and the unit rate at a certain level, so you'll pay so much for those. And that's sort of guaranteed until the 12-month deal runs out. And again, they're not offering anything other than a 12-month deal. But hey-ho, we no doubt will carry on, even if we all have to refuse to pay the bills, because that could be an option, couldn't it? But anyway, in the meantime, all the best to all of you that are watching this video, and please share it with other people, please do. And take care. All the best. Bye for now.